Hi guys, it's Cindy with Pups and Crochet. I'm back again. And look, I got an owl. Woo-hoo. It's in my new hat collection and it's got the pom-poms. And Tracy, your necklace works perfectly with my beautiful yellow shirt because yellow is my favorite. Okay, now I got behind a little bit. So, because I didn't do my video yesterday, because I always do an 80 video every week that you should watch. So this one is from 1985. And I know you'll love it. It's called The Sure Thing. And it's got the sexy John Cusack. Now and it's also got Daphne Zaga. She's great. And this was also the first movie that Nicolette Sheridan appeared in. Okay, before she went on to make bigger movies. But this was her first showing. Now, John Cusack in the 80s did the greatest funny, goofy comedy movies ever. And then as he got older, he went into stronger roles. And I like all his movies. I mean, he's great with, you know, not just goofy he can do. Though, like he was the cop in, Nicolas Cage on the plane. I forgot the name of it. I have to think. But anyway, it'll come to me. But, you know, he went on to do all these better movies or different type of movies. I love his 80 movies because I love him being goofy. But that's me. So, that's our 80s movie, The Sure Thing. And also, when the Cubs finally did win a few years ago, win everything they won, the main game, if you looked, it was Bill Murray and John Cusack were both in the TV. They were in the stands the entire time that the Cubs were in the World Series, playing their game. And Bill Murray came out with a shirt that said, "I ain't afraid of no," instead of ghost, it said, "I ain't afraid of no goat." Because they swore, just in case you're not from Chicago or you haven't heard, the Cubs had a superstition that when the Cubs started playing, there was a guy that used to come there and bring his goat. And every game he brought his goat. Every game. Well, one year they finally told him that he had to leave. The goat was not welcome. So at that time, he put a curse on the Cubs. So I believe it was something like 108 years. They never got to win the World Series. And then they did. So the curse of the goat was vanished. Kaput. I'm not a big baseball fan, but I did watch that one because I love seeing Bill Murray in there. And I love seeing John Cusack behind the home plate and him screaming up and down and yelling and stuff because they're both from Chicago, Illinois. Well, from Illinois. I don't know exactly where. But they're both from here. So they came to root them on. It was great. Okay, so I'm getting off course. Now, I wanted to show you a couple things that Robert got me as a surprise. So yesterday, he came in with this little bag, and it says Justice. It's got a little puppy with glasses. And then he got me these 3 little peaches and creams. This one is called Flannel. And there is, let's see, this number 4, I believe they're 100% cotton. 102 yards. And I don't know. My hours aren't working. Oh, yeah, 100% cotton. So there's that one. And there's little mini ones left. But 103 yards or 102 yards. Yeah, 102 yards. 102 yards. Okay, now this one is called Green Stripes. I would have came up with a funnier name. And then this one is called Beach House. So why does this one get to be called Beach House and this one's just Green Stripes? Come on. It could have been Leprechaun in a Ball, you know, Frog in a Blender, anything. Cool. But no, they gave it a boring name. So I wanted to show you that. And the little bag has all these little glitter things that float inside the pouch, but it doesn't get inside. So I wanted to show you that. And then today he came out with, look, it's a little baby dragon. And she got little baby dragon wings. So, you know, Fernando met Felicia. Oh, they like each other. So now I have to make an outfit to, you know, for Felicia. So we got Felicia and Fernando. They are the mascots. Okay, so I wanted to show you that. And then I wanted to do, real quick, a shout out to a couple of channels that I found that need some love. Need some help from all our yarny people. So the first one is Little Wendy's Daydreaming. And then the other one is Not, K-N-O-T, The End Crochet. So those are two channels that I think you might want to check out and go see and give them some love. Okay, now, after that, I want to show you, I got a yarn haul, but I'm only going to do the first bag. I'll do another video for the second bag, but I mean, you'll get the gist of it. But the thing is, this is the big twist. Now, before they had it $3.99, then they moved it down to $2.99, then they dropped it to $2.50. Well, if you went online and you picked it up at the store, you got to use a coupon for 20% off. So I got each roll for $1.87. Now, how can you beat that? So I'm going to show you the colors I got. So I got black, because everybody needs black. For something, for either outlining or trims or in between colors. So it's, you know, you always got to have black. There's 380 yards, and they're 100% acrylic. So I got black. So I got two of these. Sorry, dropped my bag. I'm trying not to make no crinkle sounds. Oh, and I got this beautiful material, okay, to make Monkey a little puffy bed, because she's a little bony and she's getting older and she needs more comfy. So I'm gonna make it, stuff it, you know, and it's so soft. We put it down and let her see it, and she was just like nuzzling it, because she loves this kind of stuff. She loves those little blankets, like he got me the Annabelle blanket, you know, the little throw, and she took it over, so she sleeps on with Annabelle wrapped around her. So I thought this would make a really nice thing, and it's like some kind of little yellow flowers, and I got this whole thing for $1, because somebody bought it, they cut it, you know, to what they wanted, and then they didn't want it. So they rolled it up, put it in the clearance, and I got it. Now this was, is this from Joanns? I think this was from Hobby Lobby. We stopped in there at Hobby Lobby. Yeah, that's what it was, Hobby Lobby. Okay, now my next color I got, which I've just fallen in love with this color, the coral. And then I got Cornflower Blue, which I think that's just beautiful. And they are squishy. They're not rough, because there are some acrylic yarns that I've sewed with that have actually like wore out my fingers, like cut them, because it was so sharp in the yarn, which is weird. If you don't crochet, you don't know what it is, but the thread gets really, really sharp. It's the best way I can tell you. So I got this one, and this one is denim blue. Then I got this one, Sage, which I wanted before, but they never had it. So I finally got one. Then I got a light green. So you see where I'm going with this, right? But I'm picking colors that will be like the sage, the light green, you know, so I can make more blankets, more star blankets, or whichever, but the colors are going to be in the same thing. Okay, then I got this. I haven't had this. Taupe. I'm trying to get some browns so that I can do like some browns and orange, mixing them. Oh no, I dropped my bag. Oh, I am just so klutzy today. I don't know why. Oh, sorry. Okay. Then this one is forest green. I'm really sorry. My hands are just not working today. Okay. Oh, I got two taupes. There's another one. Then I got aqua. And I think that'll go good with the cornflower blue. And then a white. Because you always had to have black and white for trims or for edging, that kind of stuff. Okay, so that is part of my Joann haul. I will do the rest in another video, so I'm not boring you too much with yarn. I did have something I wanted to talk to you about, and you know that I am totally for animals, okay? Every time I go out, I'm getting followed by cats. So we have a big orange cat, like this big. And it just sits there and meows every time I talk to it, but it won't come close to you yet. Then there's this little gray one that is really tiny and he needs some love. Now that one's a boy. And then the little black one, who just is everywhere I turn, but will not come close yet. So the little gray one, our neighbor, laid down on the ground and just called to him, and he came over. So he's from somebody's house. He was a house cat. Either they didn't want him anymore or what, but he wants to take him in. He lets him pick him up, lets him play with him. And we were walking the pups yesterday, and and he came out, and that little gray cat's just trailing right behind him, following him everywhere. Meow, meow, pick me up, meow, meow. So he was just having a blast. But that one is a male, and he has a female. So he's taking him to the vet to make sure he's not microchipped and to see if somebody did lose him or if anybody reported him missing, because if not, then he's going to make sure he's fixed, and he is going to take him in. You know, and I'm glad that he is going to get him fixed, because they need to cut down on the population like that, because there's so many getting hurt that don't have homes because they're just out in the wild breeding, and then they're just having babies after babies, and then they have no home. Okay, now I have to talk to you about something that really peeves me off. Sorry, my mouth gets really dry from all my medicine. So I have to have something to drink. Anyway, my son, Corey, he has a Boston Terrier. Now, when he brought Grim home, his name is Grim, and he's beautiful. And when they brought him home, he was only this big, and him and Peanut played all the time. Well, then he grew into his full size. Then he was just railroading Peanut. So he would go to get him, hit Peanut, and Peanut would just roll off the footstool or roll off the couch. I mean, he's strong. So and Munchkin, you know, doesn't want to play like that, so she's scared. So my son had his apartment, and with his girlfriend, they had the dog, and they'd agree him. He's so sweet. But these people that she got him from, because we don't buy dogs. So this was something that she wanted, which I totally disagreed with, but, you know, you can only put your opinion out there. He knew it, and, you know, but she wanted it, so that's what they did. But anyway, what these people did was they crossbred him into, it's a puppy mill, basically, which he never really understood that until now. Puppy mills are bad, very bad. They just they just use them to make babies. The mamas sometimes don't ever even get out of a cage. They just keep making them, mating them, have babies, mating them, have babies, until the dog gets so wore out, and then they either kill it or they dump it off somewhere. And so he got this dog. Well, they crossbred it. Now, Boston Terriers are always black and white. This one was brown and white, which even the vet said they don't see very many of that, because Boston Terriers are usually black. The only time they turn brown is when they mess around with the chromosomes or something and change it to where they turn brown. Well, he's 3 years old, and he just started going into seizures. So my son has been having him at the doctor, thousands of dollars for bills, and trying to figure out why he has them. And he doesn't just have one seizure. He has a cluster of seizures. So my son works, you know, he's living there now by himself with him and his pup. But he works so long that he can't give this puppy the attention. And this puppy now needs 24-hour attention. He needs somebody that knows all about Boston Terriers, somebody that can handle seizures, because he has cluster seizures. He'll have one, and then he'll give him his medicine that's supposed to stop the seizures, but then he goes into like 3 or 4 more. That's when he has to go back to the hospital. So with my son working all the time, we're trying to find a rescue or a foster home or somebody that would like to take him in, that is a Boston Terrier lover, knows how to deal with this issue of them, you know, and the vet told them that it was basically because they had messed with his chromosomes or whatever to turn him brown. It forced him into seizures, and that he will have them the rest of his life, which he could have a very fulfilling life with a yard, with somebody that's there 24/7, that's somebody who knows Boston Terriers. Now myself, I know Chihuahuas, I know Labs, I know German Shepherds. Okay, those are my kinds of dogs. So I could tell you anything about that. But the Boston Terrier is a new type I haven't really dealt with. But they're very playful, but they play rough. And they, you know, he's a gorgeous dog. And so we are trying to find a rescue group that deals with Boston Terriers. So if you know of any around the Illinois area, either Michigan, Indiana, Illinois, I also have my friend Mary Ann. She was one that the kids got a job with when they were young. She's a rescue house, and she, at that time, she was allowed to have 7 dogs in her house. And she took in all older dogs that had medical problems, because nobody wanted them. So they would go into wherever and find out which one was there the longest, which one had the problems, which one was an older dog, and she had every one of them. And she went back to school now to be a vet tech. She is officially a vet tech now, and they're opening up a animal hospital, kennel, playroom, stuff like that. So they're in the process of making that. So she always had so many puppies, 7 of them all the time. And when one would pass away that just finally had died because of their issues, you know, and there was nothing else they could do for them, she always had them cremated, and she has every one of them along her mantle and with their collar around it, their name on it. She has every one of them. And she's a very special lady. So she's helping us look for a Boston rescue, or somebody that has a foster home for rescues for Boston Terriers specifically, that know how to deal with these issues. So hopefully, she's supposed to get back to him today. So hopefully we'll be able to find him someplace. I mean, I would love to bring him here and take care of him, but he is just too rough. And Munchkin and Peanut are older now. They don't really play like that. And he can hurt them really bad. So, you know, that's why I can't take him. Otherwise, I would. He needs a yard, and not me walking him. He needs a yard to run out and play to wear off all that energy. But he is a beautiful dog. So, I think that's about all I have to show you, right? Showed you my necklace from Tracy that I won. It's so pretty. I love it. My new heart. And I also my video before this was my 3-color challenge that I got tagged in by Neva. So I am going to put all the information of my shout outs so you can go check them out. Give them some yarny love. You know, our new Pups and Crochet mascot, Felicia. And I think these are little, like, dragon tears. Right? But she's happy. Yes, she is. So I have to make her an outfit to wear. And I have to make it where it opens for her little horns and also for her little wings. Where Fernando has it for his ears. So we'll see how that goes. And we'll see what color we're going to pick. Because I was going to name her Rainbow Bright. And Robert's like, Rainbow Bright. But I liked it. But we are going to call her Felicia. Okay. So I will let you go. Hugs and puppy kisses to you all. Remember, adopt. Don't shop. Don't go to puppy mills. Bad. Very, very bad. Hit, like, subscribe. If you want to tell your friends about us and come and join our family at Pups and Crochet, please do. We have a lot of fun. I'm also in the 5 Yarnaholics, which at the end of the month, I believe it's the 26th, we're going to be doing our live with the 5 of us on Stephanie's channel. And then in October, I'm going to be with Neva and Connie and Lisa and Ashley And I didn't write all the names down. So anyway, we're going to be doing an 80s collab where we're going to be making 80s items. 80s rules, yes. So, you know, join in for that. We'll let you know when it's going to happen. And it's going to be a lot of fun. So I hope you stay with us. I hope that, and we're almost at 500. And Robert is still collecting for this giveaway. So he's excited. So once we get to the 500, I'm hoping that we can get to it by October 15th. So everything can get to you before the Halloween holiday. And, you know, have a good time with it. Okay, hugs and puppy kisses. Remember, adopt, don't shop. And I will see you next time. Bye.